So in this video, I'm going to show how to change a non-tach cluster to a tach cluster. So in order to keep the mileage that's on this odometer and still use this tach, what we're going to do is actually swap the speedometers from one to the other. You've got the front plastic cover off. There's only 4 screws that hold in the speedometer itself. You just take those out and the speedometer will just come right out, and then you can just swap it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we've got them all apart, and as you can see, the inside of the cluster is actually identical from one to the other. Which is good for us. That means it'll just pop right in there, no problem. So there you have it, guys. It's really just that simple. The speedometer just bolts in, 4 screws in the back, it comes right out, no problem. Swap it in. So here's the old cluster that we're taking out, and I put the odometer with 214 on it. And this is the new cluster going into Almond Joy, 161,000 miles. So the mileage is going to be correct, and it will now have a tach. And also I should mention, this is a really good time to clean all these gauge faces while you have it all apart like this. Don't use any cleaners or like strong cleaners or a rag or anything like that. I would probably use a soft brush or just a dry cloth, and be really careful with these needles. They will break easily, but it is a good time to clean all the dust off, because once you have it back together, obviously you can. I'm going to polish up the clear plastic, put it all together, and see what we got. So all that's left is to reinstall the cluster back into Almond Joy. And I know at least one of you has a question about the tach actually working. Since this cluster did not have a tach, will this cluster work with the tach, just plugging it in? And the answer is yes. Okay, we're ready to reinstall the cluster in Almond Joy. And basically there's just these 2 plugs here, and then the speedometer cable there that just plug right into the back of the cluster. And we will plug her in and see what happens. Alright, we got the new cluster installed. It's time to test it out. So let's test all the lights first. I did open the trunk. Let me see. Handbrake, key on, check engine light. Oh yeah, we got some lights. How about brights? Yep, all those lights work. Okay, start her up. See what happens. Oh yeah, starts up just like a Honda first try. Revs up. Oh yeah. Ooh, I didn't hear VTEC kick in though, huh? I wonder what's going on there. Oh wait, yeah, this doesn't have that. So we're good, guys. I knew it would work, and I'm sure you did too, but that's how easy it is. Just take the cluster out, swap the speedo with the tach cluster, and you're in business. Done. But it's basically, there's just 2 plugs. Why isn't it focusing? What a fucking turd.